Hi, Margaret. Yeah, I did notice something, and maybe it was something we chatted earlier with something you were trying to do. But what I'm going to suggest is this: go into your site styles Bootstrap folder, bootstrap.css, and we're going to scoot down to about line 576. And what we're actually looking for is the container padding, because it's been set to 0, but it's probably a good idea we set it back. So I'm just doing Control F, container. Margin right, margin left. Okay, was it container? Let me just check your page again. Oh, there it is right there. No, hang on a sec. Yeah, right here. Just see the padding left of 0 and the padding right of 0. Set that to 15 pixels a piece. That'll give you a little bit more space, a little bit more room. Okay, that was the first thing I was going to suggest. Okay, and then we pop over here and we get to a point where when things collapse, we want to have a little bit more. We want to have a little bit more room here up top, so this stuff isn't so squished. Right, and I see the problem. It's actually the table. Tables are not super responsive unless you tell them to be responsive. But let me see if we can figure out another solution here. See, there's no size to the header, so the header should automatically flow. But because the table is not responsive, menu background there, I'm just trying to figure out what what you can adjust, because you can probably put your right. So right here, what you can do is you can actually, right after the table tag in your page here, if you're going to use that table, type in class table table dash responsive, I believe. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's one. The thing is, actually, what you actually have to do is above that, though, you have to wrap a div class around the table. Sorry, you don't apply it directly to the table, but there's your table there. So you'd have to go to your table, wrap a div around it, and then apply the class to it. The Bootstrap site's going to tell us that, so I'll take you there in a second. So we've got class responsive. We're going to put it in here with the div. Class table responsive. And let's just pull up another window here. And I don't think it's going to solve the problem, but the padding is definitely going to help. And I'm going to show you something else that'll help as well. So CSS, and then we have to go to tables, like so, and then class of table. So we need to add table class table, like so. So table, we got over here, and then we're going to go class table. So that tells Bootstrap that it's a table. Okay, yep, and then we have to go to responsive tables right here. Create a responsive by wrapping a table in a table responsive. You have to make it so you need to, like I showed you here, toss a div tag up above it, call it class table responsive, and then go find the ending table tag, and then put a closing div after it. Okay, so that's going to help out a little bit. The other thing you can do, though, I was going to show you right down here, is just add, here's our slider in here. See this column small 12? Well, what the LM Bootstrap does is it just adds some extra classes that you can use. And one of them is margin hyphen top hyphen try 25. That's going to add a little bit more spacing above your slider and give you a little bit more room. But the table responsive might sort things out as well.